Hey church family, I just want to take a few moments and walk through with you our Great Commission missions offering. What that is, why we do it, and why we want you to consider giving this time so that our missions partners can go on your behalf to take the gospel locally, regionally, nationally, and globally, because that's our mission here at Underwood Baptist Church, is to see the gospel get to every person that we can get it to. When you give to Underwood Baptist Church, that giving in two ways goes to support missions all over the world. The first way is through the general offering. Every time you give your tithes and offerings, 9 to 10% of every dollar goes to support missions. 5.5% of that goes to the Southern Baptist Cooperative Program. The cooperative program sponsors things like the BCM so that we can go as missionaries on your behalf to our campus here at UNA and take the gospel to our lost and hurting students every single day. It goes to support other things like the North American Mission Board and the International Mission Board so that those missionaries can get to places that you and I can't physically get to, but we can financially sow into the gospel going forth throughout those places that we can't get to. Another 2.5% goes to Underwood missions right here, stays in our church, and that goes out then to specific partners, to Guatemala, to Honduras, to Ukraine, to all of our partners that we sponsor specifically so that they can do the task that God has called them to do. 1% of that giving in the general offering goes to our local Colbert Lauderdale Baptist Association. It stays right here so that our churches in Colbert County and Lauderdale County can lock arms together for the sake of the gospel right here in our own backyard. And then the rest of it stays for local missions through our church. That's our homebound ministry, that's our food pantry, that's our community action, that's all of those things that we do as a church body to tell our community we love you and we want you to know about Jesus. The second way is this Great Commission missions offering that we are emphasizing starting today, going all the way up through Easter, that we want you to pray about and consider the prompting of the Holy Spirit. This is extra giving to financially support missionaries all over the world so that we can go on your behalf to take the gospel. And this missions offering will break down in three ways. 55% of that will go to Underwood Baptist Church missions. That's our partners like Hannah and Jordan, Daniel and Brandy, our partners in Honduras, our partners in Ukraine, Memphis, all of those that we sponsor, the BCM, so that again, we as missionaries can go on your behalf, and we just can't thank you enough for this support, because without your support, we can't take the gospel to these places that God has challenged us and called us to reach. 30% of this missions offerings goes to the International Missions Board, which is the Lottie Moon offering. And this offering will allow our international partners to be able to go into all these different places that they're in and take the gospel to those lost people, a lot of whom have never heard the gospel. And then 15% of that stays right here with the North American Mission Board. That's the Annie Armstrong offering. And it goes so that the church planners and the missionaries here in the States and Canada can go and again take the gospel to the lost people that need to hear it so desperately. So what we want you to understand is that when you give every week, you're giving to missions. You are sponsoring the gospel going forth so that lost people can come to know Jesus Christ. But what we're asking you now is, will you be willing to do more, to support missionaries like myself, missionaries like all of our wonderful partners, to go and take the gospel to lost and hurting people? And will you consider to do more to support the local missions that we do here through our church together as the family of Christ to take the gospel again to our community? So please consider, give to the missions offering over the next few weeks. You can do that in two ways. You can take your envelopes and you can designate this to go to the missions offering, or you can give online and click to give to the missions offering. Again, church, thank you so much for how you give, how you support missionaries, and take this time to consider how you can sow seeds into the gospel going forth so that lost people can come to know Jesus Christ.